I believe that if any meaningful changes to be made in terms of DE&I, it definitely needs to start at the highest level of the organization. And then it needs to cascade or translate to all the other levels. But it certainly starts at the very top. If it doesn't start at the top and it's not entrenched in the company's strategic vision, it may not be successful. So maybe to use an example from my own experience is with in the company that I work, Hatch, we have a DE&I program. It's led by a global steering committee. The CEO chairs the committee. The initiatives are delivered through a global action team and regional committees in each of our main region. And all of this work is supported and coordinated by a program manager who is also an executive in the business. So a model like that, where at the highest level of the organization, there's ownership, there's oversight, and there's that commitment and that support to drive DE&I, that model makes it more successful. And really the leadership of any DE&I program or DE&I roadmap or strategy sits at the highest level of the organization. Some executives believe that DE&I is a deterrent to achieving some of their corporate goals. And I would challenge that thinking, and I'd also challenge those that believe that DE&I slows things down. And there are various studies that support that or that have proven that DE&I results in positive business value. So from a research perspective, it's certainly validated and supported. But some of the considerations I believe which will demystify this topic is that if you're embarking on a DE&I journey for the first time, which is the case with many organizations, it's just like any new project or process that the company introduces. It requires proper planning, it requires communication, it requires resources to be dedicated towards it, and also proper change management. So there are some best practice as well to be followed in terms of implementing DE&I successfully. And I believe that it's probably considered, it may be considered to be slowing things down if it's not done correctly, and it may be perceived as not adding value if it's not implemented correctly. And that really is an entirely different problem. So some of the key actions to really contribute towards making it more successful is it's starting at the top, at CEO level, at board level, having organization-wide commitment, identifying steering teams and committees and program champions or program managers to drive your efforts, developing a strategy and roadmap with clear outcomes, clear measurable outcomes, short-term, medium-term, and long-term goals and targets, and also ensuring that policies and procedures are within the organizations are well aligned to your strategic vision, ensuring that there's proper communication, there's proper awareness, training and education is also quite important, and really monitoring, evaluating, and having a feedback process as well. I believe those are some of the ways that organizations can tap into the true value of DE&I, and it really relates to the process or the method within which it's implemented or executed.